Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Love. Watson making the catch. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Love looking to throw it. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Love. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. This from 51 yards for the win. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And we have free football. Overtime, here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. McCarthy now on first down. Completes this to Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Up the middle, Jones. And down to the 36-yard line here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. McCarthy off the play fake. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the Packers' 33-yard
overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. An inside give to Jones. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones, and he'll go down at the 28.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he got it. The kick is good, and they have won it here in double overtime. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
So only a field goal on that opening drive of overtime. Will that hold up? We'll find out as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? The overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Quick slant to Watson. And he's going to be brought down right there after the catch at the 34.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. A great game, partner. A spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get it in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get 3 and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game, but, hey, they got enough points to get the job done, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win, and in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.